Welcome to the show. I am your Star Wars daddy, and I'm bringing you another video like I do every single Sunday and every single Wednesday. But on today's Sunday's episode, I am going to review a bunch of Star Wars eBay listings. Some crazy stuff. I've made screenshots over the last 6 months of just some wacky stuff that I found on eBay or some weird, creepy stuff. And we're going to go review all that. And then I'm also going to go over some disasters that I've had here on eBay. So we're going to see some things that just went haywire. And I've got pictures and stories. And so it's just going to be a big mashup of eBay Star Wars listings that should give us a chuckle and have us throwing up. Before we go anywhere, if you could please do something that gives me a lot of support. If you love Star Wars and you love the Star Wars Daddy, hit that like button, hit the subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you can be notified of all the upcoming content that never ends here with the Star Wars Daddy. Just real quick, let's go over a couple of videos just in case you've missed it. The most recent one was last Sunday. This was a CAS/collection unboxing where I took a collection that came in. I was blown away by it. This was maybe 4 months ago. And I said, man, I got to send some of these off to be graded. So I held on to that video. I sent some of those items off to be graded, got those items back, made a video for a CAS unboxing. I was like, oh, I should just smash these together. So I smashed them together and made a mashup of those two videos so you can see when I'm getting those figures and looking at them and being blown away and then being like, oh man, I should send this off to be graded. And then I'll show you what happened with that grade. And so it's a pretty unique video. I don't think I've seen anything like that on YouTube. So you got to check it out. And then right here was the September mail haul. This is where I take everything that I added to my collection in the month of September and I compile it all into one video so you can see all the different things I've added to my collection. We had tons of Star Wars items, like always. Ghostbusters, Ninja Turtles, Alf, everything was added into my collection. Things I did not even need, and they were put in there. So check that video out. Make sure you check out my eBay listing videos as well. That's where I take Sunday auctions that end every Sunday, and they're Star Wars items. And then I go over all those price points so you can get some sort of a feel of the market and what's happening. They're most all loose, complete vintage Star Wars figures. And sometimes there's some play sets and some vehicles and some graded items and all kinds of stuff. So you got to check it out. And then I give shout outs to all the people that purchase from me. We crown a Daddy of the Week. That's the person that spent the most money with me on that Sunday. And we have a lot of fun over there. And here's an example. Here's the most recent one. This was episode 44 and got a lot of traction here on YouTube. We got a lot of likes, we got a lot of comments, and a lot of views, and I appreciate it. And before we get into this video, I'm going to attempt something that I've never done before, and it's going to be a giveaway. It's a giveaway of, I don't even know where it is. Here it is. It's right here. I'm giving away this graded PBP Chewbacca with the circle on the bottom of his foot. I don't even know if we can see it. Promise it's there. But this is your Spanish figure. It is a grade 85% by UKG. The only problem with this item is it has a crack in the top and a missing part of the acrylic. It took a little dive from up here down to the ground and cracked open. And so for anybody that wants this, I mean, it's a well over $100 figure on its own, not being graded. And I am going to do a giveaway. If you want a chance to win this item, all you have to do is comment down below, like the video, make sure you're subscribed, and follow me over on Instagram. And my Instagram stuff's popping up here. It's also in the links down in the description. You got to follow me over there on my Star Wars Daddy Instagram account. And there will be a post with this exact figure that says giveaway. And you've got to like and comment on that post and follow me. So 2 things. You got YouTube. You got to follow me here. Like this video. Comment. Go to Instagram. Follow. Like. Comment on that post as well. So it's a double whammy, and this will happen starting Sunday. I will leave this up for 1 week, and by next Sunday, when my next Sunday video comes out, I will crown the person that won this item. I will ship it anywhere in the world You just have to let me know, and I will do a fair drawing. I'll do it on the computer where it puts all the people's names in. And I will probably make a short or something on that so you can see that it was all fair. And whoever wins, wins. And it's my first giveaway. Obviously, it's to try to get more subscribers. It's to try to get some more traction. And I'm going to do 2 more giveaways in the next 2 months. And it'll lead me up to my 12 months of being here on YouTube. So we're on month 10. I'm going to do this drawing or this giveaway. I'm going to do another graded item next month, and then one the following month after that to lead us into the 12 months to see if we can't get a little bit more traction after being on here for 1 year. But enough of all of that. We've gone through it all. I've begged you for all kinds of stuff to give me some stupid analytics and stupid views and stupid likes, all that stuff. And so I apologize for that, but it's for a good reason. And anyways, I've said enough. Let's get into these crazy, ridiculous Star Wars eBay listings. Okay, let's get into the very first one. And the first one is just somebody going overkill. This seller was pretty clear about not selling much Star Wars stuff or knowing anything about Star Wars, but knew about the float test. And so let's watch this float test take place in real time here. Here it comes. Okay, we're putting it in water, and then watch what we do. Oh, we crush them down with a potato smasher. That's for like smashed potatoes, right? That's a potato masher. And we're crushing those accessories down to the very bottom to prove that they float. Okay, everybody, that is going overkill for sure. And you don't have to go that nuts. Just throw it in water. You can just push it down with your finger a little bit. If it floats back up, you're good to go. That was nuts. Okay, next one is a walrus man. And this walrus man, we can see there's a string tied to him with an accessory there. That's an Imperial blaster. And it looks like it's the white tusks. It's in pretty decent condition. A little bit of paint rub on the little toes down there at the bottom. The reason why I pulled this one out was because we have this description. And there was a bunch of other figures. They all had the string tied to all of their accessories. String was tied to them. It says, large collection of really clean, complete figures. Vehicles are missing parts, untested. Play sets look mostly complete. Please see pictures. Figures are super clean and have the weapon tied to wrists from original owner, which kept them from going missing. This is the most important line. This also does show they are authentic and 100% original. So if you have the string tied to the accessory and someone says this is from their original collection from when they were a kid, that means 100% that those are authentic weapons. So please don't do this. That means nothing. Somebody could have tied these on at any point and they could be reproductions. So that doesn't mean anything. But what a weird way to think that means they're authentic. Okay, here is a description of an item, and it was, I think it was a bunch of figures. Let me see if the figures are here. No, a bunch of figures that are here, and this is, I promise you, and I think this collection was for, I don't know, $1,000 plus. If you write your descriptions like this, I'm not going to purchase from you. I just have a feeling that something bad is going to happen, and if it does, I don't want to deal with you. So what we're going to read here is most of them are from childhood and one owner about 40 years plus. A few of them were bought about 20 years ago. I was trying to finish getting the ones I wanted in my childhood, laugh out loud. So I did go to some shows and just bought what I thought looked nice back then, but I'm not an expert, as I say, and a few dealers could have gave me a few replacements. I did not know enough to ask. They all look good for me, so please look at the pictures. Will be the best way for you to know. No, pictures don't tell you anything, actually, unless they're just absolutely the wrong color. But the ones that are the same color, you have no idea. Hope this helps. Laugh out loud. Thank you for looking at my stuff. Now, I'm saying this in caps, so it is red. I am not an expert on Star Wars figures or their weapons or which color the weapons are supposed to be and figure they go with. But I did give it my best shoot. I also am not sure shore, like a seashore. If a few of these weapons I got with some of these figures are reproduced, the figures are nice and clean and still somewhat white after 40 years, and the weapons looked good to me. I took a nice picture. Of all the weapons you are getting with them. As far as I can see, the figures are from Hong Kong and from 77 to 80. Nice lot. I am being very upfront and honest with you about all of these figures. This is not autocorrect. There is no autocorrect. Somebody is typing words like they sound like well, I don't know. This is a nightmare. This is not how you sell things. You don't want to put your best foot forward, right? Take the best pictures you can, put a description in that tells what the items are. And this person basically just said, I don't know anything about these things. They're probably reproductions. Don't trust me, but I'm being honest, so you better trust me. And I cannot type to save my life. My grammar's horrible. I put commas in the wrong places. I didn't put periods where I should have put periods. It's just one run-on sentence. And everything's spelled wrong. And I use the wrong words in some places. This is not somebody you want to purchase from. I promise you, this will go bad. You're going to get what you didn't want to get. And then when you try to deal with this person, it's going to be a nightmare. So, all right, we got a Leia here. It's a Bespin Leia. Looks nice, except this seller put all of these items in their bathroom next to the toilet to take the pictures of these items. Now, I can understand if this was like a stormtrooper that has turned absolutely yellow and looks like it was in a urinal its entire life and somebody finally pulled it out. That would make sense to take a picture of it in the toilet because that's where it looks like it came from. But a Bespin Leia, a beautiful Bespin Leia with a very hard to find blaster, and the place you decide to take the photos for eBay is next to your toilet in your bathroom. And this person has taken all these items down as of this moment. This was probably like 6 months ago I found this one. And that's what kind of started making me keep track of all these and taking screenshots was this guy's or girls. And there was multiple figures and they were all in the bathroom, just like this. And I'm sorry, I'm never going to purchase any Star Wars items from somebody that is taking a picture of them while they're displayed in their bathroom, near their toilet, near their sink. Who knows what goes on in that bathroom, the germs that are there. I have people that ask me like, hey, does this come from a smoke-free home or is it a pet-free home? I mean, those are pretty easy questions to answer. But I've never, and people should start asking this, is this come from a bathroom? Do you store these items in your bathroom, near your toilet? Because if so, I don't want to bid on these items. That's another question you should add into your repertoire of questions. Is it come from a pet-free or a pet home, a smoke or smoke-free home, and does it come from near a toilet? The things you got to ask these sellers. Here is an item. It's an IG-88 missing his arms and no accessories. So basically, this is garbage. Nobody wants this. If it had his arms, I mean, that's still a sellable item. Of course, somebody would want that. You don't have to have the accessories. But he's completely missing the arms. Somebody snapped the arms off. And this person still thinks that it's worth selling at $13.99. It's a piece of garbage now, unfortunately. I don't think that this will never sell. And if it had the arms, of course, there's people that would make customs out of these items, or they'd go get the accessories, or they have the accessories, and you team them together, and then you got a figure. But two broken off arms, like, I would never sell this. It would go into, I do my junk lots, right, where I've got all my beaters, and I put them into lots, and that would be the only way I would sell this item, is just to get rid of it, because I don't want to throw it away, but I would never sell it for $13.99. Please, nobody buy this. All right, now we turn our attention to high-priced items. Very high-priced items that, again, are never going to sell. People think that when they have Star Wars items, or they found Star Wars items, that they found a gold mine. And they're asking outrageous prices. Here's the first one. And this is actually, it's a nice lot of figures. These are excellent figures. You got all last 17s here. You got a card back. You got coins. $2,500. $2,500. Add this up for me. $225 plus $80 for the Imperial Dignitary, plus $30 for Anakin Skywalker, plus $90 for Barada. And then we have a completely incomplete General Lando down there is going to sell for $65, $70 maybe, depending on the condition. And then you got a few coins in there. So then let's add that up. That's, $20, $20. That's $80 with the coins there. I think we're near, what are we at? Not even $500. So this is, 500% more than what the items are actually worth. This person will never sell these items. And same seller, speaking of overpriced items, he's on a roll. We've got a Return of the Jedi Han Solo card back with a ripped off Toys R Us sticker part of it. The blister, when it was pulled off, tore off every little thing behind it. Like this card is just mediocre at best. Maybe it's worth $6, $7, and we want $300. $300. Okay, this seller has a bunch of items. And this is one of those things where the person thinks that they have something that nobody else has, and they're selling them for crazy prices. And wait till the end. I'm going to scroll through a bunch of figures real quick, and when we get to the end, we're going to read this person's feedback, and you tell me if you are going to buy from this kind of a seller. We got a Rebel Soldier that's worth about, $12 to $18, depending on condition, and wanting $80. That's the starting bid price. You can get it for $80. You could actually purchase, 6 of these figures for $80. And then we got a Good Morning Guard Pig, no axe, $70. I mean, it looks like he's in okay condition, but he, in this condition, is $10. A Rebel Commander, all complete, says mint. He does look like he's in nice condition, and he will sell for close to $18 in mint condition. Sure. $80. This one is crazy. Admiral Akbar, no accessories. I have a bag of like 20 of them over here. 20 of them. If I could get $130 for every Admiral Akbar, I would be, I don't know what I would do. I would streak naked down my neighborhood and scream for joy. $130 for an incomplete Admiral Akbar with a big black mark on his foot. Nyanum, or Nianum, however he says his name, $50, no accessories. Forlom, no repro, thank goodness on that. It's near mint, he says, missing the gun. I've got like 7 of them. Would love to have this figure for cheap and add the gun and then sell it. $80. And then we got a Walrus Man, same situation. I mean, at least he has his blaster, $70. This is a $20 to $25 figure. But there is a ding there on his tusks, so who knows what the rest of them looks like. Here's one of those kind of urinal stormtroopers we talked about earlier. So this one actually looks like it went into the other toilet where maybe urine isn't happening. He's all brown and discolored. Oh, geez. $80 for him, no accessories, paint rubs, horrible coloring. This figure is a beater, $8. And here's the feedback. Let's read this. Item sent was not the item pictured. It's a Boba Fett. It's supposed to be a Boba Fett, as you can see there in the picture. The item sent was in poor condition, and even the weapon was the wrong color. Contacted seller, and they were extremely nonchalant and didn't even accept the error. Requested return and refund through eBay, which was accepted. So the person had to go through eBay because this person wasn't responding. Apparently the gun was the wrong color, so it's probably a reproduction. They switched it out, hoping that the person wouldn't realize, and then had an issue. Then we got a bait and switch on the next one. Seller sent item with wrong accessory, then was shown, failed to process the refund in a timely manner. So it's the same stuff. Buyer beware. You read the feedback always, especially if you see it's not 100%. Figure out what that negative one was. Read it, and but it's the same theme here. Won this auction and was sent me a weapon. Oh geez, this person is not typing very well. Won this auction and was sent me a weapon for an action figure that isn't worth anything when the one I bought was worth something. They lied and said they couldn't find it. So you lost a $20 bill, and that I was free to return what they sent me. There is a reason their feedback is terrible. Should have known better. Well, there you go. I kind of got lost in that person's message there, whoever that is. But that last couple sentences, there is a reason their feedback is terrible. Should have known better. Please, everybody read the feedback, look at pictures, And we're going to go into some pictures here soon that are going to creep you out. All right, here's another expensive item. Is a Star Wars Vintage Action Figures 1977 lot of 21 figures, 10 guns, and a lunchbox. Okay, 21 figures. And let's look at those figures. Let me zoom in here. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit. Okay, zooming in. Let's take a good look at these guys. All right, pretty common figures, right? I see a Darth Vader there. It's got the tip of the saber. That's nice. And so, a collection of 21 figures is probably, I don't know, $400 or $500 probably for this lot. Not seeing, I see the other weapons. I mean, maybe it's a little bit more, maybe $600, $30 a figure. That's probably pretty average. $1,500, $1,500. Low feedback, so it's probably a newer buyer. Doesn't have much experience. And all the pictures are clumped on top. So the figures are clumped on top of each other in this photo. You can't really see them all. You can't see the condition. This is a no-go. Do not buy this item at all. It's way overpriced by 3 times what it's worth, and you can't even see all the figures. There are some other pictures, but again, it's so far back you can't see any details. Stay away from this one. Okay, here's another one. Vintage Kenner Star Wars figure lot. Not much description on that. Again, lower feedback for this person, and selling 27 figures with no accessories except a couple capes here or there. And then I think there's one lightsaber, but no other accessories. So, this is worth maybe, again, below $500. Person's asking double the price. This is never going to sell for that amount. But the person probably thinks that they have something that's $1,000. And unfortunately, it's not. So just listen, the tons of these auctions come around. People have realistic prices and start their auctions low. And those are the ones you want to bid on. Don't waste your money and over-purchase or overpay for your purchases. Okay, this one's crazy. This is a vintage Star Wars lot, Return of the Jedi, new and used collectors or resale. And you see a whole bunch of pictures there of all kinds of Star Wars items that all look like they were taken in different locations. And apparently this person has like an eBay store, or maybe it actually could be like an actual brick and mortar store when I looked into them. And so, they have different displays inside of the store that they're putting all their vintage items in. And this person wants to sell everything they have Star Wars. I went through all the photos. It's hard to tell what in the world you're even purchasing or what comes with it. It just says, hey, take a gamble. I'm going to sell you everything I have Star Wars, right? $3,500. Now, some of these items, they look like they're stock photos. So the Obi-Wan Kenobi, the Princess Leia, the Darth Vader, the Obi-Wan Kenobi, the Rebel Commando, and the 3-pack of figures, that would be an extremely expensive item if that was real, but they're all stock photos. So I don't know if they put those in there to try to entice you, but the ones that look like they're like the collections of all kinds of figures and stuff like that, that second row from the top, those all look like they were probably taken in the same location, and then the bottom right as well. But then it gets weird. So obviously it's worth $3,500 if all those things are legit. Of course you'd pay that. I mean, but I'm telling you, those aren't things that you're going to get in this collection. The next post this person has, my entire inventory of my eBay store, and you see the Star Wars items. So you've got this one here they're going to sell all those Star Wars items for $3,500, or you can take everything that they have plus the Star Wars items for $4,500 more. The list of items that they have on their eBay store goes on forever. You can go look at them. Tons of items. So obviously something weird is happening. It's either a scam. This person is, I mean, look at it. It says valued at $25,000, but they're only going to sell to you for $4,000. Guys, I'm telling you, stay away from this. You're going to send $4,000. Nothing's going to arrive. You're going to have to deal with eBay. Your money's going to be out of your pocket. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay, here's another high-priced one. It's been sitting on there for a while. You found it. Auctions. You found it. You found a horrible deal. And it's a vintage Star Wars 55 figure lot and original Darth Vader case. Oh my gosh, I've got 20 Darth Vader cases here at this house. My wife hates them. She keeps begging me to take them to Goodwill and drop them off. None of them are complete. They're all missing, their inserts. They have all the tabs and stuff, but they're piling up here. I cannot get rid of them. You can't sell them. The shipping costs almost $30 to ship them anywhere in the United States. They don't even sell for $30. So I have no way to get rid of them, so they're probably going to go to Goodwill. This one, 55 figures and 54 guns. Okay, now we're talking maybe $1,200 to $1,500, depending on which figures they are. They're all common figures. There's nothing exciting in there. No blue snaggletooth or a hollow-cheeked Tusken Raider or a red bar R5, nothing like that. Just standard figures. And so this should probably sell for $1,200 to $1,500. Nope, $4,500. It's always triple. It's at least triple what they're worth. And I'm going to put it on there and just see if it sticks. Like, why waste your time? Why take all these pictures and get them out and make this listing? Why waste your time? And now you're going to get hit up by everybody asking you to, for lower prices and something more realistic. And you're just going to be, I just don't know why you waste your time or everybody else's time. Just don't even post it. If you're not going to sell it for what it's actually worth, then don't put it on eBay. All right, now we're getting into body parts. Body parts in your listing. Lots of feet. And then there's some weird ones. This one, I had no idea what I was looking at first. I could not figure out what was in these tauntauns. This red skin, well, I didn't know skin. I was like, what are these red things with these black marks? I was like, is that like some sort of like accessory sitting on them? I thought it was like a dinosaur. It looked like a brontosaurus from the back coming in. I had no idea what it was. I had to keep zooming in. It was one of those things where like the second you look at it wrong initially, you can never see it right. And so I had to like turn it upside down. I was like, oh my gosh, this is someone's hand. This is their hand. I have nothing against tattoos. But this person just tatted themselves up. And I don't know why their skin is so red. You can see even on the crease of the fingers, like right here, it's like this, the blood has left the knuckles because this person just slamming those tauntauns down to get their hand so red. This is kind of weird post. All right, I'm going to start you off light here with some of these other body parts. You're looking through here, and then all of a sudden, all your attention, whoop, that's not what I meant to click. All of your attention goes right over to the upper right there. You can see in the upper right, you've got feet, pink, nail polish, the bottom of someone's sandal with all kinds of marks on it, right next to all the Star Wars items that you want to purchase. No thanks. This is the classic. This is the, I'm putting everything on my floor, and I'm taking pictures from way up above. And, here we go. Look at those toes. Look at the feet. Bare feet right there, right when you're trying to take a look at these items. Probably, I'm not going to purchase this item from this person. All right, here's a tattoo. No problem with that. Again, it's a little kitty cat, I believe, with a paw, so probably a pet that passed. But it's right next to R5-D4, who actually looks not bad, R5-D4, except when you zoom in on those toenails. I don't know what is that, gangrene? What do they call that? I don't know. It's a nail fungus of some sort. This person's got a lot of issues. Again, probably not going to bid on this one. Like this one doesn't look too bad. Let's see here. Yeah, this collection looks pretty good. You see the back of the figures, but then all of a sudden, if you look over here, my mouse, there's those toes. You just can't get those toes out of the picture. There it is, right there. Unbelievable. Okay, you want a book? Yeah, a book looks good. And, it's on somebody's leg. Let's take a look at that. Oh, yeah, leg with all those freckles, and it's just resting on someone's thigh. Their bare thigh, no thanks. This is the same seller, another item, just right on top of their legs. And this time we get the toenails and those toes there. Beautiful. Love posts like this. All right, another situation here. This is the classic. Put them on the floor and put your giant unclipped toenails right next to the red snaggletooth so that we can all see them. I mean, geez, just those are gross. You want some more feet? It never ends here with the Star Wars Daddy. Here we go. This looks like a nice one. We got a bunch of broken parts that nobody wants. And then we got their feet down there. These feet actually aren't too bad. They don't look as bad. They don't have the gangrene or fungus or whatever that was going on that one person's, and then unclipped. And those look pretty nice. But again, they're in the photo. Look at this, big collection. Big collection. Probably go for a premium of this one. Zero feedback. So this person's first time selling or doing anything on eBay. And, what do they do? I mean, look at that. There's those feet. At least they're painted. They don't look too bad, but they're, again, wait a second. What are they stepping on? What are the figures? Figures are like on some sort of a cardboard or particle board of some sort, and they're standing on concrete, it looks like. But it highlights their feet, doesn't it? It's like their feet have the different background, and it's the white background that stands out opposed to the black background. It's like you should have done the exact opposite, right? I don't know. It just weird. Now we're going to get some pets involved. This one, is this come from a pet-free home? Guess what? Let me zoom into this one. There he or she is, staring at you, saying, please don't buy me. I have put my hair all over these figures, even though they're in the baggies. They weren't in the baggies before this picture. I know where they were. I know where they've been. And I'm warning you to not purchase this collection. And on this collection, too, I don't even know what you get, because all these other bags of Star Wars figures are here, these like giant bags. And so I don't know if those came with it or not. The other pictures didn't show them. It was just this main photo, again, that has the cat staring at you on the bed. And never take photos on your bed. Sometimes there's stains and stuff I've seen on people's beds next to the figures. It's just gross. Okay, this one, I cannot explain it. I showed this to my wife, the wife of a Star Wars daddy, on TikTok. Check her out. And I don't know what's happening here. So I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to get this thing dialed in here. Okay. Someone tell me what is happening here. This right here is a paw of a dog. We can tell that. Then this here, you see this? This looks like the top of someone's head. There's the parts in their hair. And then here is a dog right here. Here's the dog's snout, I think. The snout. This is an eye and some hair. So there's a human under the dog, right? Right? That's what you see. And then look, over here, a foot. It is the trifecta. We got the back of someone's head being smothered by a dog with a bare foot and toenails showing up in the picture for this. And oh, what's over here? A stain. There's a stain on something right here. It's on someone's bed, it looks like, or a pillow. I don't know. This one's the best out of, I think, all the ones that we've seen. All right, well, now we're going to get into dolls. So dolls, I fell upon this the other night, and I was like, why? I cannot believe people are selling these things. It's a bunch of naked dolls, and they just look weird. Here is one. It's vintage Kenner Star Wars Princess Leia doll head Carrie Fisher likeness. Now, it's not Carrie Fisher, apparently. It's, maybe it is. I don't know what this is from, but they're just selling the head. If you want the head, look at those roots. This person got hair plugs put in there, and it's a horrible job. This person, yuck. Barbie parts. So maybe this person just sells Barbie parts. Just parts. You can get an arm, you can get a leg, you can get a body, you can get a head. And this one is apparently Carrie Fisher. Okay, we got a naked Barbie here. And this one was weird only because of the title. Star Wars Stormtrooper X Barbie Gold Label Doll Nude Limited Edition Signature. I don't know what this is. It's a Stormtrooper Barbie. A naked, normal Barbie with dyed hair, some purple hair. I don't know how this has anything to do with Star Wars, but Star Wars Stormtrooper X/Barbie Gold Label. Weird. Okay, Qui-Gon. I do like Qui-Gon. I enjoyed him coming back in the Obi-Wan series. This Qui-Gon, however, is not somebody that I want in my collection, nor do I ever want to see this ever again. This Qui-Gon has gone nuts. He's on drugs. He's an alcoholic and is streaking down his street naked. But he's ripped. He looks good. His hair is nuts, though. I've got a buddy at the gym that has hair just like this, and he's a weirdo, too. Okay, this is underwear. There's underwear inside of this container, but the thing that was weird is I was starting to see these people's reflections, and I swear this guy is naked taking these photos. Now, I'm going to zoom in. I got to get this to where it'll be right in the picture. right here, does it not look like these are his legs that fall behind the counter? Like was just wearing the underwear and then he put them inside of this container to sell to you? I see skin, skin, and then down here skin, 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 skin. I don't know. You tell me. You're going on a date? Well, the best way that you can go on that date, the best way, is to smell like Lando Calrissian. He's got his own cologne. It's Lando cologne. This apparently was given out at a Star Wars Celebration 5? Star Wars Celebration 5? How long ago was that? This might be super old cologne. And it's only $39.99 each. And if you buy multiples, you get discounts. This person has multiples of this Lando cologne. And it comes with the cape. That cape is on the cologne. I would never let a female even, smell me in a Lando cologne, nor would I ever let her see that I had this Lando cologne. And that, when you go to spray it, like the cape, like you're holding it, the cape is going to be over your hand. So that's kind of weird too. All around weird item. This item, I think, was taken off the market. They removed it. It is a Jar Jar Binks with a big old sucker. That's a big candy tongue on the inside. And then what happens is you push that button, I think, on the end. His mouth opens up, and that tongue shoots right out, and you suck on his tongue. This failed, obviously. And the reason why it failed, it's just kind of inappropriate, I think. It kind of creeps me out. And then look at this. This is the same one. This $90 for this, by the way, for this super old candy. And then here it is, what it looks like. That is what it looks like now for $90. It's like melted, sort of. It's turning black. This is absolutely disgusting. And this one, takes the cake. This is that famous C-3PO tape dispenser. But you see where the tape dispenser is, and you gotta pull the tape out and molest C-3PO to get your tape. $1,000. It really is. There were multiples of these, and they were all near $1,000 for this C-3PO tape dispenser, where you inappropriately sort of are touching C-3PO. Okay, the last item was an eBay fail. This is an item that I purchased, and I did not purchase it for the amount that you see there for $800, actually $850. $850 is not the purchase price. I actually put in an offer that was accepted. It was a lowball offer. I think it was like $400. And so look at this beautiful item. It is a loose graded B-wing with the B-wing pilot. Graded 85. It's absolutely awesome. This was an amazing piece. Ships it to me. And this is what I walked in on. Here's the box. And right when I walked in, I was just like, oh no. Something is wrong. So we opened it up. Here's another picture of the box before we opened it up. You can tell, there was a little fragile sticker that was on there. That helps. Here's some more. We got popcorn falling out of the box now. So that's not a good sign. Here's another picture. And here are the results. I can see now into the acrylic. The entire acrylic was crushed down right where you saw that box crushed down. This acrylic basically fit in that box perfectly. And there was a small amount of popcorn that wrapped around the box. That was it. Very thin cardboard as well. And somebody, the FedEx or whoever it was dropped it off, had something heavy put on top of it, crushed it right through. We got popcorn now inside the acrylic. I can reach in and grab anything I want. There's the bust out of the acrylic case. Oh, they did put those little corners, the foam corner things on there, the styrofoam corners. That helps. Here it is, looking from the side. Okay. Oh my gosh. There's some more. And there's the part that part was what held on one part of the B-wing. So that part crushed off, smashed. Oh, the B-wing guns are now all bent and broken. And I think that's it. So look at all, I mean, unbelievable. Then what happened is I filed a return, obviously, and then the person was ticked off at me. It was my fault. I caused this. I shouldn't have had them ship it. I should have drove wherever they were across the country to go pick it up. But there was no conversation about that before. It said shipping $50. But then rest assured, they told me, we don't worry, we got insurance. So we'll take care of this return, and you'll get your money back. But go ahead and just keep the item for now. And when we get refunded, we'll just credit you back, and you can just keep it how it is. So I was like, okay, cool. So I took all the time to use glue, acrylic glue, and piece it all back together so that it was displayable. You actually couldn't even tell that it was broken because the breaks happened on the back side of it. And so I was able to actually piece it all back together and make it look really nice, and cleaned it and spent hours doing so. Well, we got close to the window of where I could file a return with eBay, which I think is 30 days from the time it was delivered. So I was on day 29. I'd reached out multiple times to this seller to say, hey, where's that refund? You got the refund back from FedEx or whoever it was? No, still working on it. Having some trouble. I'll get back to you. And so I kept telling him, well, I have to file a return with eBay here in the next few days or whatever that time frame was each time I reached out, or I can't file a return to get my money back from eBay as a guarantee. So we got to the day before. The day before I have to show that I've shipped it. And the guy said, let's just wait a few more days. It was a weekend coming up. It was a Friday. He said, let's wait a few more days and then we'll take care of it. And I was like, okay. So I put the item back into the exact same condition that I received it after I spent all those hours making it look super nice. I made sure it looked exactly the same way, put it back in the same box, and I sent it back to the buyer, who then refused to refund me once they got it, because he said, well, I haven't been refunded, so I'm not refunding you. Like, it's, again, my fault. This is my fault. And so then I had to have eBay step in and refund all my money. And then I left him negative feedback, and then he was ticked about that and reached out to me. I wish I don't have the screenshots of that, but he went nuts and attacked me. It was my fault that all this was happening. And guys, don't be a seller like that. Obviously, you didn't pack it well. There should have been, a box around this, and then put it inside of another box that then had all of the popcorn and stuff like that on it. It shouldn't have been in a flimsy box. Should have been in a hard cardboard box on the outside to protect it so that nothing heavy, if it was sat on it, would have smashed it. It's just a bad job by the seller, and bummer for me because it looked awesome. It looked awesome in my collection, and I wish I still had it, and that person just refunded me, and I would have kept the broken acrylic here, and it would have looked awesome. All right, we did it. We got through all of those crazy Star Wars eBay listings. Hopefully I didn't take too much time on every single one. We had feet. We had body parts. We had pets showing up in pictures. We had some weird items that were creepy, inappropriate. The list went on. We had high-priced items that'll never sell, and we had some crazy eBay sellers that we were able to read up about a little bit. And listen, if any of you guys are those sellers, I'm not attacking you. I'm just concerned. I'm a concerned citizen, a concerned buyer. And so we just got to clean some stuff up. Just take this as, constructive criticism, and let's move forward. And then we have the disastrous eBay situation for me as a buyer, where that B-Wing, oh my gosh, I'm telling you, I walked in and I saw the box like that. I was devastated. What a bummer. And it was such an incredible piece I got for an amazing price. And sometimes things are too good to be true. If you get a really good deal on something, that seller might try to save some money now on the shipping, and you're going to get bit in the end. Such a bummer. Videos coming up. Well, we got episode 45 of those vintage Star Wars eBay listing videos. That'll be coming out on Wednesday, and then next week, I'm really not sure what I'm going to do. I thought I was going to figure it out while I was making this video, and I really have no idea. So it might be a feature on somebody here in my collection. We still haven't done a C-3PO or R2-D2 video or a Princess Leia video for the main characters. I think that's probably it. For the main characters, we did a Luke Skywalker, we did a Han Solo, we've done a Chewbacca. I mean, those are the main characters, right? Am I missing somebody? Lando? I don't have that many Landos. I've got maybe like 7 or 8 Landos. So that's not a very long video. So we might do an R2D2 slash C3PO video or Princess Leia. Probably maybe Princess Leia. I've got a bunch of stuff going there. And but if not, I'll figure something out that is very exciting and entertaining for you. And I have some shorts planned. I've been making a lot more shorts here lately. So make sure you check those out on my YouTube. All my links are down in the description for Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff. My eBay account, if you're wondering how in the world do I even get to his eBay account, to become the daddy of the week, pretty exciting. And don't forget, we've got the giveaway. My very first giveaway ever. We got to 600 subs. We're trying to get to 1,000. And I don't think we're going to get to 1,000 over a broken acrylic graded PvP Chewbacca. I don't think it's going to happen. But hopefully, you know, if I do stuff like this and we involve everybody out there and I reward those of you that are going in and supporting me, then hopefully, you know, it'll all turn around and things will start to move a little bit better and we'll get a little bit more traction. That's the whole point of it. And again, I get to give you guys something for free. And that's a big plus for you guys. You'll be able to see the Instagram link is down below if you're wondering, if you're not already subscribed to me. But make sure to go subscribe. Make sure to like that post about the giveaway and make a comment on that post. And I'll be able to see all those comments on there. And I'm going to reach out to you on Instagram. So you've got to make sure you put it on the Instagram side. But I'm going to double check it over here on the YouTube as well. So make sure that you leave a comment on this video down below. Make sure it's positive. And I will respond to every single comment. I love getting comments. And so hopefully we get a whole slew of them. It'll be nuts. And then we'll pick out a winner in a week. And before we go, I think we just talked about what we need to do. We need to hit that like, subscribe, click that bell notification so you're notified of all the upcoming content that's going to happen. I promise you it's going to happen. Whether or not I have it figured out at this moment, doesn't matter. It will happen. And again, leave a comment down below to be put into the drawing for that PvP Chewbacca. I'm going to grab it one more time. Let's leave you with it. Here he is. Display is perfect. No issue with the display. Nothing except if you look at it from the top. There's that, oh, you can't even see it. There it is. A little bit of a crack. So just display it up like this. You display it up high somewhere on a shelf. Oh, wait, not too high because I guess you can still see it there. Oh, face level. You're going to want to put this face level somewhere in your collection and you'll never know anything is wrong with it. But again, just break it out. Break it out of here and you've got a well over $100 figure. And it's a PvP Chewbacca with the circle on his foot, which is a hard variant to find with the correct bowcaster weapon. Anyways, I'm doing it for you because what you guys have done for me, I cannot believe. Again, we're at 600 subscribers. It's unbelievable. We're almost at that year point and just want to have one little scramble before the end of the year to see where we can get with this channel. And until the next time, I think you know. Oh my gosh, my mom hates this shirt. Who is your daddy?